Hey guys, I'm back with more videos. So today we're doing a back to school video, and this video is some tips and tricks for the school year. And these can apply to either a school year or they can apply to your work as well. So tip number one, now the first few tips are going to be more school wise, and then in school, and then the other ones are going to be more of at home and what you can do at home either before you go to school or after you go to school, or after you come home from school. So the first one is to have an agenda. What I mean by agenda is have an agenda so you can actually write down like events and stuff. So like in, I don't know, September, say September 17th, which is a Thursday, you have a math test. So what you can do is you can write it down, and then you know it's in your agenda so you don't forget about it, because sometimes the teachers don't write it on the board and you're like, when was that test again? So it's really useful to have an agenda just so then you can stay organized. And that brings me into the second tip, and that is to use highlighters. Now highlighters can be used for a bunch of different things. They can be used to highlight like definitions or something important in a text that you're reading, or you can use it for your agenda as well. So a tip that I do is in my agenda, I have this year I'm taking 6 courses. That's all I'm taking this year, which is pretty awesome. So that means I have 2 frees. I'm going to take 3 highlighters, and I'm going to in my head, I'm going to make it so that each different color highlighter is a different subject. So when I'm writing something down in my agenda, like if I have a test coming up, I can just write like biology test and then highlight in green, and then math test highlight in blue. So then it's more, I guess, appealing to the eye. So it stands out better to the eye, so you know like what it is. The third tip is to study. Now, this study tip is probably one of the best ones that I found helped me. So what I do is I write everything down. Like I write absolutely everything down. I try to keep it that it's short and sweet and to the point, pretty much, because if it's a really long definition, you're going to try to memorize that definition or learn that definition, and it's going to be quite a big definition in order to try to remember. And I think that if you just write a few words down saying what it is, just what it is and kind of what it does or whatever, then trust me, you will succeed better in that class than you think you would. The next tip that I have, you guys saw my back to school video, you saw that I had an extra pencil case, and I thought I should put it in this video as well, just because it's such a good idea. So what I do with this pencil case is I have 2 pencil cases in total. I have one that pretty much stays in my book bag, and it's like my everyday use one, but then this one always stays in my locker, because last year I had the times that I had a test coming up the next day and I was studying the night before, and I forgot my pencil case at home, and then I didn't have any pens, I didn't have any pencils, and I asked people for them, and you know how people just give you pencils and they don't have erasers at the end? Well, that's pretty much what happened to me. And it's like, well, you got a test, you know, you kind of need an eraser. And what I have in here is I actually added a few more things than what I did for my back to school video, because I bought a few more things. But I have a crap ton of pencils. I bought some Halloween pencils. I love Halloween pencils. I bought Halloween pencils, and I have like 5 erasers. I got a ruler, another eraser that's sticking. And then I got a whole bunch of pens in here too, because pens are important. And then I got some whiteout as well as some highlighters. So that is just something that always stays in my locker. And you know, if you need like, I don't know, an extra pencil or something, you got an extra pencil case, so you can just go steal one from in there. The next tip that I have is for more at home. What I do for this tip is it's a wake up early tip. Now, I know it's difficult because you're like, summer, I can sleep in, but then school all of a sudden comes and you're like, I have to get up early. And what I do to wake up early is I set like 5 alarms. So my bus comes at like 8 o'clock. So I set one for 7 o'clock, 7:15, and 7:30. And I always have them set that they're on like a good song that I really, really like. because if you have it on a song that you like, you'll hear it and you'll be like, oh, I can jam to this, and it'll be a lot better. But if you have it to like an alarm, you might sleep through it, because I've done that many times before. The next tip that I have is to pack a lunch the night before. It doesn't even have to be a big lunch. You can just shove like a banana or a granola bar in your bag or something, and then you'll be ready to go and you'll have something to eat. The last tip that I have for you guys is pick your outfit the night before. This will just make it so that if you do wake up late, then you have an outfit ready. You don't have to spend 15 million years trying to pick out an outfit. Alright guys, so that's all the tips and tricks that I have for you guys. These are what I've learned over the past 2 years. This is my final year in school, which I'm actually super excited about and super terrified, because then you have to really know what you're doing. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or any tips for me, leave a comment down below or find me on my Twitter page. I'll leave it and link down below in the box down below. Leave this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you didn't, I mean, leave a dislike. Whatever works for you, whatever. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and if you guys want to see more of the videos that I've already made, then just go on the channel and check them all out. They're all there. All of them. They're all there. And if you guys tried any of these tips, I want to know. I want to see if these tips and tricks work for you guys, because this is why I did this video. I wanted to help you guys, you know, in the school year. Send me a tweet with the hashtag #BackToSchoolWithBrie12. Anyway guys, I hope you guys are having a great school year. I know it's just the beginning and you're going to be like, I don't want to be here. But you have to keep your head up. If it is your last year, it's your last year. Like, try to make it your best. Try to do as much things as you can. Get involved with as much stuff as possible. And just have a great school year. I will see you guys later. Say bye, Casey. Casey says bye.